Welcome to Mornings with Mel again. I'm Mel.
And I'm Tosh.
I'm Celeste. I own Let's Celebrate in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Awesome. So can you tell us what Let's Celebrate is as a company?
So I started just doing balloon decor, but I'm branching out now. I'm offering like full party packages, just decorating in general.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. So what inspired you getting into the event industry, specifically like the balloon decor and event decor? What inspired all of that?
So I love crafting. I love celebrating people. I love just being creative, and I have twin 6-year-old boys, and I love celebrating their milestones, making them extra special. So I really started just as a DIY mom, making their little balloon garlands in the kitchen for their birthdays. And then I have some close friends who they have a big family. They love celebrating milestones as well. So they had asked me to do balloon garlands for their family. They eventually invested in a venue in downtown Jacksonville called the Tiny Chateau. And they said, hey, do you want to be the vendor that we recommend for this? And I was like, of course. And it didn't really hit me until later. And I was like, oh crap, I've got to make this a business or nobody's going to want to use me. So I made an Instagram account literally overnight. It was very unexpected. So I didn't plan to make it a business. I was just a DIY mom that loved crafting and making things special.
Passion that created it because you just did it for yourself basically, and then it kind of grew from there.
Exactly.
Since you've become a business, what is either your most memorable or your most challenging decor that you've had to do?
So they're all memorable in their own way, of course. I love doing something that I've never done before. So we go through the trends that everybody wants to do, but I love when I get a request that's just out of the box, something different. But most challenging is anything outdoors. The wind is a balloon's worst nightmare. So it's my enemy. So I recently, the light up marquees are very popular right now. You order them from Amazon. They're literally made from foam board. They're very light, very flimsy. And everybody wants me to attach a garland to them, which is great.
Fly away.
Yes, it wants to take me out. I had an event that was outside by the water. It was a disaster, but we overcame and it looked beautiful. You'd never know the struggles that I went through.
So just as a question, as someone, that might be interested in planning party decor with you. So when it's outside, do people have to take account for like what kind of weather it's going to be, like humidity or obviously wind? But then the lighting is a little bit different too with colors outside, right?
Yeah. So they say the hotter it is, don't do like dark colors. They end up looking really dusty and gray. So you want to stick to lighter colors when we're outside and it's sunny.
Just things you don't think of either. I would not.
No, but if you're planning like a party and you're like, oh, I want to have it outside, like,
yeah.
Dang. Because I would that's about the opposite. Look, see, this is why we need you. And then I have to touch on it because it's so witty, but the inspiration for the name, where did that come from?
Of course, my name. I feel like people will see it and be like, great, she can't spell. We're not going to hire her, but it's my name.
I love that. So you mentioned too, people, wanting to stick with like trendy things. How do you keep up with it? Is it just by request or do you like give people some options? Like if they have no idea what they want?
I've never had anybody come to me with like zero inspiration. That would be cool because I would love to just
take
it go crazy. Yeah. I think the people keep me young, and my Instagram page, I have a separate page for Let's Celebrate. So my feed and my For You page is full of other professionals' work, and they are constantly giving me inspiration and ideas. So that definitely helps keep me up with the trends.
Oh, that's cool. So if someone were, they've never planned an event where they've hired on decor, like a decor vendor, what would your advice be for their first time? Like what things should they keep in mind? What questions should they ask? Basically your ideal first time client.
I would definitely say for any vendor you're hiring, reach out as early as you can. Don't wait until the last minute. Send us as much inspiration as you can. I feel like a lot of people like to create mood boards. You don't even have to do all that. Just send me pictures of what sticks out to you, because when we see what's sticking out to you, it helps us get a great idea of, what we can do to cater to you.
So one thing that I've seen you do, because you've been posting it on your social media, is you do mock-ups. So
Yes.
that way, whenever people bring you design. So will you touch a little bit on that as well, please?
So at first I was only doing if you request a mock-up, I'll create a mock-up, but it's really hard. I get in my head and I start spitting out terms that nobody else understands. So now I'll create a mock-up and I'll give you a really grand backdrop setup, and then I'll minimize it. Just, whatever your budget is, here's a really big one and here's a minimized one. So I can often.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea. I want bougie. And how do I
big and all the things?
Yeah, how do I? So that's cool though. So you said it was a passion and then it turned into a business. So what advice would you give someone else that's kind of taking that journey too? Like something that they love and then now it's, monetizing it because it's what they love doing.
So when I first started, I was really nervous. Like, what if nobody likes my designs? What if nobody books me? What if everything I do is ugly? So my advice would to not have that mindset, just everybody's going to love your stuff. You're going to get booked. You're going to thrive. You're going to succeed. Just have a good mindset going in. Even if your stuff's ugly, we got to start somewhere. So
someone's going to love it.
Yeah.
My second piece of advice, so if you're charging sales tax, you have to pay the sales tax back. It's not yours. So don't neglect your quarterly sales tax payments, because you'll just owe a lump sum at the end of the year with a penalty fee.
It all adds up and sneaks up on you.
What is the best way to reach out to you? Like if someone does want to start getting quotes or see a mock-up or just kind of learn how to go about getting in touch with you, what's the best outlet?
So I have an Instagram page and a Facebook page. You can just message me on there, but on each of those pages, I have a link in my bio that will take you to all the things. You can go straight to my inquiry form, which is the quickest way to get the process going, or you can look at my website where I've tried to make it really user-friendly. I've got pictures and captions so you know exactly what to call everything. Prices at the bottom of the pages, and you can get to my inquiry form from the website as well.
Can you, I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you touch a little bit base? Because I was looking on your website before and you got like different packages. I think it was like a come and pick up maybe, or like you deliver. Which ones are like your most popular?
Yeah.
So the grab and goes are really good if you've got a tight budget. They're super budget friendly. We meet and you put it up yourself. I give you everything you need to install it. I tell you how to install it. I provide instructions. So those are a really good budget friendly option. I would say my most popular, on my square report, it says it's a 9-foot garland. So I guess that's my standard size. And then I have so many different backdrop options. We can attach that to whatever backdrop, whatever frame you want to use. Or if you have your own, I can put that on a wall. That would be called a freestanding garland. So I guess just a 9-foot garland, and we put it on whatever you want.
For me, I would need you to come set it up, because a while ago I tried to do the cheap little ones that you can buy off Amazon, and balloons were everywhere, but they were popping. It was a whole
I do a balloon garland for Emsley's little DIY photo shoot that I do for her every year in the corner of my kitchen, and the tape on my wall. I hope my husband doesn't watch these actually. It's rough. I have to hide them with decor. So I need you to come set stuff up. Because I've been messing things up.
I had to learn that the hard way, actually, at a client's house. But the client doubled as a friend, so I did ruin her wall with it. But just while we're here, this can be a tip for anybody watching. If you just put painter's tape on the wall between, the hook and the wall, you're putting the hook on the painter's tape so you don't pull off the paint.
Very smart.
Wow.
See,
look, we needed this.
We learn something every day.
So if you could put anything else out there that you want to share with people, what would you put out there?
I would say don't be afraid to think outside the box. I love putting twists on like your ordinary themes and just tailoring it to you. My friend's having a bachelorette next month and she's doing the last rodeo, but it's not your typical pink and cowgirl print or cow print. It's red and silver with disco balls and matches and lips, and it's just fun and it's a nice little twist. So think outside the box.
Like just taking it straight off
Yeah.
and copying it. That is cool because then everyone has their own unique thing. So it's really cool that.
Yeah, I love that. The different colors and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
How creative. So this is such an awesome like business for you to have, like for people to be able to still like have these like beautiful decors when you know are inept at design. So, but yeah, thank you for sitting with us today. We hope that we can, share your page and get some more people to come book with you. And we hope to talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having